Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the brand new Transformer Kingdom the War for Cybertron Kingdom Starscream. Now this figure is actually quite nice actually as my third core class figure, as you did see my review of Optimus Prime and Megatron, both of them being core classes. Honestly, what to say, I expect this figure to be just as good as the first two reviews. So, before we unbox this figure, let's take a look at the packaging. The front has Starscream, Transformers and everything, War for Cybertron, Kingdom Core Class, Transformers, War for Cybertron. Right here, transforms in 17 steps. And one thing I didn't notice before is that right here it says Transformers, more than meets the eye. That's what Optimus Prime said at the end of Transformers, the 2007 movie. I'm not so sure if he said it in the series, but I know he said it in the movie, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. And Starscream transforms in 17 steps between his robot form and his jet form. So, without further ado, let's take a look at this figure and crack him open and see what awaits us inside. And so now, taking the Starscream out of the packaging, you can just get the instructions down here. Just put them to the side for now. Get this. Just throw it away if you want. This is optional to throw away, but I would like to keep it so I can know which Transformers I do have. So, taking a look at Starscream, first we're gonna have to unhook his body from the little holder right here, the little figure holder, and then simply try to take him out of there, nice and gentle, and just put him right here for now. Then after that, you're gonna have to take out his guns like so. Do the same process right here, and then there. You could simply throw away the unused plastic if you want. So this thing comes with the Starscream figure came with the thing that shows where it was made and the instructions. So now you open up the instructions, and then you have a whole area where your steps are of how to transform Starscream into his jet form. So let's take a closer look at this figure. So starting off with the head, honestly what to say is that the sculpting looks amazing. Full 360 rotation on the head, a ball joint in the shoulder and the elbow. The hands have no articulation at all, but that is okay. Although it would have been great. The legs and thighs and knees are on ball joints, so that's cool. They are on ball joints. The back shows most of the jet, which later I'll transform. And honestly, this figure just looks cool and amazing. Now the blasters, I believe they are identical to each other, so you can have them in any variation you want, and then you could have on the side or him holding them. So I would put them on the side. I think that looks just stupendous. And also, speaking of something stupendous, is our other core class figures that I did show you. Our core class Optimus Prime and our core class Megatron. And honestly, the what's it called? The sizes between those figures are great. And honestly, this figure right here just looks amazing. Looks nice. It looks like the G1 cartoon that most people grew up with watching as a kid. So without further ado, let's start the size comparisons between Starscream, other core class figures, and some bigger figures and even the same character. So without further ado, let's do a size comparison between Starscream and some other figures. So here we can see core class Starscream being compared to core class Optimus and Megatron. Both are the same series, War for Cybertron Kingdom. So just to show Optimus Prime and Megatron right here, we can see that the size is actually incredibly accurate between these two and how it looked like in the series, the old G1 cartoon, and the Transformers Kingdom and Earthrise and Siege series. So honestly, what to say is that this figure looks exceptionally well. All the paint applications as well. If we take a look at Megatron as well, the size actually does represent Megatron and Starscream, and I will be displaying these three on my shelf as if they were fighting each other. So So honestly, what to say about these figures is that they both look, all three of them look amazing together. Uh, and although they do look kind of small and kind of old, like old cartoonish, but trust me, after a while you'll just get used to it. And now just to end the core class size comparisons, let's compare Starscream, his G1 version, to the Studio Series Bumblebee Starscream, which also looks like the G1 version. And it's like Starscream just grew up right here. So here we can see the Voyager class Bumblebee Starscream and the War for Cybertron Kingdom Starscream, and we can totally see that the Studio Series Starscream completely obliterates his size, and it's just funny that his size is incredibly small compared to a Voyager, and I think it's quite funny of this size. So yeah. Also, another size comparison, here we have Studio Series Optimus Prime compared to Starscream. And honestly, I don't think Starscream would want to fight Optimus Prime any day or anytime soon at this size, because, well, obviously he's gonna get squashed. He's not even gonna try to fight. He's just gonna get he's just gonna get squashed. And it's just funny, these figures, I don't know, these figures just look like they would create some funny G1 memes, or a funny little video or something. These figures just look funny and amazing. So that was the size comparison segment. Oh, just one more size comparison. As we did compare Grimlock to the other ones, we're gonna compare Grimlock to G1 Starscream, and well, Grimlock completely is completely bigger than him, and then Starscream is just gets all shaky, and that he drops everything. He just drops everything, and he even flew away. So honestly, what to say is that this figure is actually quite amazing of the transformation. Quite simple. The simplest transformation. This transformation is quite simple, and even though he is a small figure. So, without further ado, let's get started on the transformation process of our War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Starscream. So let's start the transformation process. So the first thing you're going to have to do is simply, I recommend doing, even though it doesn't say in the instructions, I recommend taking off these blasters. Just set them to the side for now. Just to, I said that just to allow some extra clearance between Starscream's arms and his body. So the first thing you're going to have to do is simply just unfold the wings like this. Then separate his body like this, do the same to the other side till he's open like that. And just note, this piece is connected with his center part of his body is connected to this red piece. So if you do have a little trouble trying to do it, just simply just unpeg that first, and then grab this one by right here and then unpeg it, because I did have trouble doing that, but then now it is all okay. So after that, you're gonna have to tuck in his head like this. After that, get these red exhaust exhaust areas. Before you do that, make sure that this is dislocated. Then get this, face it down. Then make sure that this does straighten out in order to connect the front part of the jet. And then you're gonna put your attention toward the back and unfold this all the way like this, and then make sure it does tab inside right there. Do the same process to the other side. So you're gonna have to do that right here, these tiny little tabs, and then simply get the two legs, connect them together, then after that, you're gonna have to just straighten out this piece right here. Just simply straighten it out right there. And then after that, simply get this back piece, rotate this. Hold on. Before you do that, rotate this. Okay, and then you're gonna have to peg it in like this. Then you're gonna have to fold this in as we did earlier. Do the same thing we did earlier. So just gonna have to fold this in, and then put the head inside right here so that it can hold it in tight. Then after that, you're gonna have to fold in the arms like this. and like that. Make sure they are straight. Then after that, fold in the wings, and then you are gonna notice there are tiny little tabs and tiny slots right here. So you're just gonna have to turn this around like this. You're just gonna have to turn it around. Just make sure it goes in. If your arms distal, if your arms not your arms, if the arms did deattach, it is okay. Since they are on ball joints, it is easy to reattach. So then just flip this over, attach this right here, just attach it like so, and then do the same process to the other side. Flip this over, then attach it right here. Just simply just peg it in right there. Oops. Peg it in right here, and there. We have our core class, oh wait, hold on. And just unfold the wings, and then add the blaster effects. After that, we now have our core class Starscream fully transformed into his jet form. And honestly, this figure actually looks pretty good and decent in his jet form. Although this transformation was a tiny bit difficult, nonetheless, this transformation was fun, and honestly, it is scaled to the other kingdom what's it called, the other kingdom core class figures, and honestly I think that this just looks nice. And I will be displaying on my shelf showing Optimus Prime versus Megatron, and Starscream probably in the background just flying around willy-nilly. So honestly, what to say is that this figure is absolutely great. So without further ado, let's do the untransformation. Do everything we did, but in reverse. So simply just fold in the arm, fold in the wings, then get this piece, take it off. These pieces too, the two no-ray blaster effects that are similar to the ones we get on the Studio Series Starscream. Just take them off. Although they're not the same mold, they're just similar because they're on his arms and everything. And then there. Take off the arms right here, just unpeg them. Then after that, unpeg this piece right here, this giant piece. Before that, take this, then rotate the piece that I showed you earlier on. Just rotate it like so. Just simply have this like that, and there. And then after that, you're gonna have to simply put this up once more, attach that like so. Then after that, put this and this, and just fix the arms. Whoops. Just fix the arms like this. The same process here. Separate the legs. Deattach the little things from the pads, the little back wings. Then you're just gonna have to put it like that. Just do the same process to this side. Turn it all the way around, and you have core class Starscream fully transformed into his robot form and his jet form. So honestly, this figure is absolutely amazing. I liked the mold of this figure. It was pretty nice, decent. Honestly, I am going to try to give Transformers War for Cybertron a go on the reviews and stuff, and honestly see if it is as good as people say, because I've seen many people do reviews about it and they say that they love the figures and everything, but I've never tried it, so until now. And honestly, what to say is I like it, and I will keep adding more figures to my collection to make my collection look even greater. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a nice comment, and I will see you at our next Transformer War for Cybertron or Studio Series video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.